Hey guys, popping in for another quick video. I wanted to share something that I wrote this morning. And again, these are always just things that are on my mind, and I am always only sharing from my own experiences and what I've gathered and the insights that result upon those experiences. So just please keep that in mind with my videos. I'm not trying to say that anyone else should live the way that I'm living or should do the things that I'm doing or even should listen to the things that I'm saying, but I'm putting all this out there in the hopes that anything that I'm going through and what I learned from what I'm going through can resonate with someone else out there and help them, and that is the goal. So the video today is about getting mad at ourselves for making mistakes. So this is what I wrote. Stop getting mad at yourself for being human. You will make mistakes. You will do things that you regret afterwards. Your human brain will make you wish you could take them back. You'll probably feel guilt over it. You'll chastise yourself and internally reprimand yourself for it. But will you move on? Will you accept that it happened? Will you shift the focus away from the regret and guilt and towards the information you gained as a result of the mistake? That is admirable. That is progress, and that is the journey and the main purpose of our physical existence, in my opinion. We are not interested in, let alone inspired by, the story of a person who messes up, then resigns themselves to stewing in defeat and self-disappointment. Conversely, we can relate with and invest in the story of the person who messes up, as it is inevitable on some scale, and then utilizes the experience to continue on with newfound wisdom. None of us are infallible. So can we start sharing those stories with one another and sharing how we recovered afterward? That is breeding ground for an inspirational or motivational message. Let's empower one another to rebound from our blunders with our heads held high and charge ahead with more life experience under our belt. Let our admission to and subsequent recovery from our fumbles give others permission to do the same. I mess up on a regular basis. I know that you do too. I'm not on a quest to deny or pretend or to mask that inherent truth. I'm on a mission to change how I respond when it happens. Our failings at specific endeavors in life do not mean we are failures. We are human beings who fail sometimes, but knowing that is our journey, we continue to try, or better yet, to do. Our challenge and hopefully our victory is in loving ourselves despite the fails. If we get better at forgiving ourselves, perhaps we can be more compassionate and empathetic with the misgivings of those around us. And of course, so-called mistakes happen on a spectrum and will have a variety of implications. I realize, as we all do, that some will be incredibly difficult to recover from. So let's get our practice in now, so we are more equipped when we're faced with the scarier ones. Let's keep doing the things and taking the chances and doing everything that we can to bounce back with a laugh or a smile. There's no need to punish ourselves for being human. There's no need to hate ourselves for doing what it is we are bound to do. The truth is we all, quote unquote, fail at some point to some extent, but we all succeed too. And maybe if we get better at failing tactfully, we will more often feel like a success. Maybe success will be sweetened by the vast history of failing and getting back up. Maybe befriending failure is one of our greatest successes in itself. So those are my words that I wrote this morning because I'm experiencing these things as we all do, and I get mad at myself and I get down on myself and I feel guilty or I feel shamed or embarrassed or angry at myself. But I'm getting quicker at rebounding, and that was a weird way to say rebounding, and picking myself back up and saying, you know what would this life be if it wasn't about me learning and experiencing and growing from what I go through? There would be no point or excitement in existence if we were all just here doing perfectly all the time and achieving everything and having success at our first try. Like, there would just be no point. The journey is in failing. And how you respond to what we consider as a failure is going to define who you are, and also will define your successes. So I guess just kind of reframing how you think about failure and how you think about success and how you define those things can really make a huge change in your life. and just really, really working on being forgiving of your towards yourself and then towards others when you quote unquote fail, because it does not mean you're a failure. I promise you that you're not. I'm sure that you have succeeded in a number of ways throughout your life, and you will continue to do so. But I believe that you will do so more, and you will feel and reap those benefits of that even more and more extensively, more profoundly, if we learn how to fail and to get up and brush ourselves off and to move on. So I hope you guys are kinder to yourselves and therefore kinder to others when you quote unquote fail, and that we can help each other realize that it's okay and that it happens, and that we are all our success stories in our own unique way. None of us are failures. Okay, love you guys. Bye.